So number one, you need to get a grabber. You need him to get you a grabber. You know, one of those sticks like the convicts use to pick up trash on the side of the road. You need one of those, right? Because eventually, as you get further along in your pregnancy, it's going to be damn near impossible for you to bend down. So the first thing that he needs to get you is a grabber. I promise you, it's a lifesaver. When your mama was pregnant, I got her, I don't know, maybe 4 or 5 of them. Pretty much, she had one in the bathroom, then she had one in the bedroom, then I put one in the kitchen, and I put one in the other bathroom, so on and so forth. But I promise you, at first you're gonna think you'll be able to rock out, but the pregnancy, you know, month 4 or 5, that shit gonna hit you like a ton of bricks. So it's better to have this shit before you need it, as opposed to when you actually really need it. So make sure you get that grabber. The next thing you need to get, or he needs to get you, is some acid reflux stuff, right? So whether if it's Rolaids, Tums, Alka-Seltzer, a lot of times when you're pregnant, your stomach acts crazy, man. Your stomach acts crazy, and some of the foods that you used to be able to easily digest, you can't really digest the way you used to. Like I said, you're trying to grow babies, there's other stuff going on in there, and you can have really bad acid reflux. So I would say get a damn year supply of Tums, Rolaids, Alka-Seltzer, so on and so forth. And a lot of times eat that shit before you eat something spicy, before you eat something with a bunch of cheese in it. Just anything that you think that may upset your stomach, go ahead and eat that shit before and maybe even after, just so you're not uncomfortable. Because you gotta understand, you're already gonna be uncomfortable, right? You're gonna be big as hell, maybe. You may be swelling, you may be having morning sickness, all this extra stuff going on. Then on top of that, you're gonna have damn acid reflux too. No, so just make sure that you take this stuff before you eat and after you eat, just to kind of, you know, not have to worry about that. So I would say the third thing would be some Crocs. If that shit isn't around, you kids have kids, I would say some kind of slide, some kind of super comfortable slide, some shit that you can put on and take off easily, right? Because I'm telling you, your mom, you know, when she would put on shoes, I have to tie her shoes, and after a while, she couldn't even fucking wear shoes no more because her feet were too swollen. So we just kind of transitioned straight to Crocs. That way she can rock out, you know, gain or regain some of that independence. Just go ahead and throw her Crocs on or her slides on and go ahead and slide her ass to her appointments or whatever, you know, we needed to do for that day. So I would say get, you know, and your girls, so you can get an array of colors and assortments to match your different outfits and shit. But even that, you know, because your mama thought she was going to be cool and cute and fly the whole time. Man, y'all two was wearing her ass out. So, you know what I'm saying? Just, it's cool to, you know, have something to look fly or whatever, blah, blah, blah. But the main thing is if it's comfortable, because that's going to be, I promise you, that's going to be your main concern. Next up is to not pig out, cutie pies. So it's going to be hard not to. You're going to want pizza and fucking burgers and da-da-da-da. But I promise you, your mama had 2 of them. Both of y'all was in her stomach at the same time. And she still ate healthy. Of course, she ate more because, you know, she had to have more calories, more protein. She ate healthy because 2 things. For one, she wanted to make sure that she was healthy, you know, that her body was a place that you guys would flourish and get healthy, da 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 da. And also, she knew, or I believed, and we spoke about, that, you know, if she ate healthier, her recovery would probably be a lot quicker, right? Her body wouldn't have to worry about, you know, as much high blood pressure or as excess fat. Like the pounds that she put on, right? The excess weight that she put on was literally from you guys. It wasn't from pizza. It wasn't from all this other stuff. So she kept a healthy diet, and even her snacks were healthy. And then anything, if she did research, if she did anything that said, okay, this shit may be harmful to the babies, she didn't eat it. I'm not sure if it's true or not, but she read that pineapples were not good for the baby. Guess what your mama did or didn't do? She didn't eat pineapples the whole time she was pregnant with y'all, right? She read that if you eat lunch meat that is not cooked, then it could fuck the babies up. I don't know if it was true or not, but guess what? I was having to cook the lunch meat, because like I said, whatever she said, and of course she didn't drink at all, no alcohol, anything that she didn't do any caffeine, she didn't do a bunch of shit. Anything that might be harmful to you guys, she didn't do. So make sure that you got healthy snacks and healthy meals. The next thing is a comfortable bed, right? Preferably an adjustable bed. Praises to the Most High. When your mom was pregnant with y'all two, we had a Tempur-Pedic, right? And it had an adjustable base. So it was kind of like, you know how a hospital bed is? You can lift it up, lift it down, lift your feet up, lift it. I would say around month 5 or 6, your mama could no longer lay flat. Or it might have been before that, but she could not lay flat. So your mama had to literally sleep sitting up pretty much. But fortunately, the bed that we have is adjustable, so she can at least be comfortable. Because if we didn't have that bed, she would literally have to prop herself up against the wall, and she would have been extremely uncomfortable, because it was, like I said, y'all twins, 2 babies in there, so much pressure, so on and so forth. So I would say get an extremely comfortable bed and an adjustable bed. And also, side note to that, I just thought about it, I don't know how the hell I didn't have it on the list, a pregnancy pillow. You need to have a pregnancy pillow. It's a lifesaver. We went through maybe 3 or 4 while she was pregnant with y'all. And even that, around about month 7, she couldn't even do that. She just had to literally just sit up. But while you can still lay on your side and stuff like that, a pregnancy pillow would definitely come in handy. So comfortable bed, hopefully an adjustable bed, and a pregnancy pillow. Make sure that your guy gets that for you. Next up, when you get further along in your pregnancy, probably, I don't know, month 6, 7, maybe even 5, you need to probably get something called a belly band, right? So your belly may drop, it may be big, so on and so forth, and it's just gonna feel weird when you're walking around, right? So a lot of times, what you can do is get something called a belly band, and it pretty much just keeps your belly stationary, so it's not sloshing around and stuff like that. So one of the times that you probably really feel comfortable or really want to have a belly band is in the car, because if not, you know, especially if you're driving somebody crazy such as your daddy, shit, you know, the damn babies could feel like they in there doing somersaults, right? So a belly band, right? And basically all a belly band is something that's going to keep your belly stationary and not moving around too much. And get a comfortable one, and I think you'll be good. Now, the further you get along in your pregnancy, you may experience swelling. Eventually, you're going to experience swelling. Your mama didn't experience swelling until it was late. It was like maybe a month before y'all came, but the swelling was like super bad, right? So to ensure that the swelling doesn't get out of control, something that you may want to look into is compression socks. So it'll compress all that extra fluid. It'll compress all that stuff and kind of move it away from, you know, maybe you're pulling up in your feet, so on and so forth. You're going to be swollen. It's just kind of like, it's one of those things, kind of like it is what it is. You kind of can't avoid it. But I think the compression socks actually allow your blood to keep on flowing, allow the circulation to not, you know, stay stagnant, so on and so forth. And another thing is with the compression socks, make sure that you may have to, you know, have him hold you up for a while, but make sure that you're at least walking around. Don't just be completely 100,000% on bed rest. I think that's probably no bueno. Now, don't be fucking running a marathon or nothing like that, or I don't know, trying out for football practice or something. But just make sure that, you know, you're moving around just to keep that circulation flowing. Another thing is you may have fluctuations in your temperature, right? So as far as your mama is concerned, she was cold a lot, right? So I would say invest in a heating pad, right? Invest in a heating pad, and you may be, what can I say? Like your whole body may feel hot, but your feet might be cold. So a lot of times we would have the damn AC on low, but she would still want a heating pad on her feet. So just one of the things is, you know, keep your feet warm. So whether you got to have socks on or get that heating pad. Now, the next thing is you need some help, right? So your daddy's gonna always be there to help you. Your mama gonna help you as well, but your partner, your boyfriend, your husband, he needs to step the fuck up, right? He needs to step the fuck up and help you, because you creating a whole life, right? You fucking creating my grandkids, right? So just have him help you. And don't try and be superwoman. Don't be trying to just, I can do it myself, blah, blah. No, hell no. If you need some help, tell him, right? Tell him that you need some help. Now, hopefully he's like your daddy, but you already know it's not too many or any guys out there like me. But hopefully he's almost somewhat like me, and he kind of knows, right? Your mama didn't really have to tell me like, oh, can you help me? I could see like, shit, she can barely fucking walk. Of course I got to help her. Of course I got to cook. Of course I got to, pick up with the house stuff. Of course I got to still pay the bills. Of course I still got to hang out with her. Of course I still got to tell her she's pretty. All this type of stuff, right? And the last thing, right, which is most important, is guess what? The same damn thing. You need some help. 9 and 10 is the same thing. You need help from someone who is patient, right? So believe it or not, before you guys came here, I had prayed for patience, right? And the way that God works is that he doesn't just give you, at least, from my opinion, he doesn't really just give you patience. It's like, you patient, you good. He gives you opportunities to practice patience. And with your mother being pregnant, with all this other shit going on, I had to be patient because I couldn't be wilding out. I couldn't be tripping. I couldn't be doing all this other shit. And this girl is pregnant with y'all, right? That was the most important thing. And I'm not gonna lie, I was stressed out because I not only had to, do all this stuff that I'm doing. You already know your daddy is an entrepreneur, a business owner, got 1,000 fucking things to do. I also had to pick up on the home front, right? And I had to not fucking complain. And I had to, like I said, still be a husband to your mother, right? I couldn't just be, I treat her like a damn patient, right? So to you guys, that's the list of things that I think you should get. To anybody else who's watching that, there's just suggestions. If you think this list sucked, oh fucking well, don't really care. But if you think it was helpful, just let me know. Anything in the comments, anything else that I might have forgot, anything else that you use during your pregnancy, or anything that may help somebody during their pregnancy to make it a little bit smoother. Other than that, I'll see you on the next video.